It is the beginning of the month, which means it's time for another Calgary Real Estate Market update. We're going to be looking at the previous month being October of 2021. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Hawkins and I'm a local real estate agent here in Calgary, Alberta. We're here on this channel. I talk about Calgary real estate, give you home buyer and seller tips, and take you inside some of Calgary's best properties available. If that's something that interests you, make sure that you like, subscribe, and you turn on that notification bell to be notified about my next video. Like all the market updates, we're going to be going over 3 different categories. That's going to be sales, the inventory, and the pricing. But before we get all into that, let's look at the Calgary Real Estate Board chief economist had to say about the previous month. Moving into the fourth quarter, the pace of housing demand continues to exceed expectations in the city. Much of the persistent strength is likely related to the improving confidence in the future economic prospects, as well as a sense of urgency among consumers to take advantage of the low lending rate environment. New listings have improved relative to last year, but strong sales caused further easing in inventory levels, which remain 16% lower than last year and longer-term averages for the month. Supply levels have struggled to keep pace with demand, but much of the decline in the months of supply have been related to the strong sales level. As of October, the months of supply dipped to just over 2 months. Now, with that all being said, let's get into some quick stats here for you. Starting with the sales, and the total sales were over 2,000 with 2,186 total sales here in Calgary. That is an increase of year over year by 24% and is a record for the month since 2014. As I pull up this graph here for you, you'll see that it is matching almost the 2014 levels as compared to the previous months before and after that. The sales to new listing ratio is sitting at just over 87%. Which means 87% of the homes coming on market are selling, which is an incredible feature and is moving very, very quickly. Moving on to inventory, and we saw 2,500 new listings come to market in the month of October, which brings our total to 4,870 available listings on the market today. With that, our month of supplies is just over 2 months at 2.23 months, which means that out of the 4,870 listings currently active on the market today, it would take 2.23 months to sell out of it completely. And the average days on market for these homes is sitting at 43 days, which is about 10 days less than this time last year. Now you have to remember that this is an average of all the different property types. That doesn't mean that every single property type is selling or sitting on the market in 43 days. If you're to look at the detached and semi-detached market, they easily sell much quicker than that of a row townhouse or a condo. That's simply because those two sectors are easily the more favored types of properties here in Calgary. As I pull up this graph here again, you'll notice that this is our lowest inventory since 2014. Moving on to pricing, and the average price of a home here in Calgary is $485,000. And you can expect that when you list your home that the average sale to list price is just over 97%. This is still a really good feature if you're going to list your home and you're still going to get a lot of money out of it. Moving on to the individual property type pricing, we're going to be starting with the detached homes, and the average price of a single family home here in Calgary is just over $571,000. This is a year over year change of 3.26%. The average price for an apartment is just over $288,000, which is an amazing year-over-year increase of 19.23%. The average price of a semi-detached home here in Calgary is just over $484,000 and is a year-over-year price increase of 4.79%. And finally, the average price for a row townhouse here in Calgary is just under $327,000, which is a year-over-year price increase of 2.72%. Bring up the entire community map here of Calgary and you'll see that all areas are still in the green and prices are still increasing, which means that no matter where you are in the city, if you're looking to sell your property, you can expect that home prices are going to continue to increase. Now, what does that mean for buyers and sellers? Well, for sellers, it means that there is still a strong demand for housing here in the city, especially in that detached and semi-detached sector. There's still a ton of consumers in the market looking to buy. So if you're someone who's looking to sell your home, or you've even been on the fence about selling your home, you can still expect that your home is going to sell quickly, and you're at least going to get 97% of your list price. Normally around this time, this is our slowest season, and we're heading into our slowest season. But with our current trends that we are seeing, we're still seeing that there is strong demand. So I recommend that if you are thinking about selling your home and you've still been on the fence, give me a call today and we can set up a strategy to get your home sold. As for buyers, the interest rates are still incredibly low and are in your favor. Now, yes, market conditions are still quite tight. A lot of this does come down as being prepared as possible and getting yourself pre-approved so you know what you can afford. However, what I am seeing as compared to what we saw in the spring and the summer is we're not seeing too many homes selling for over asking. Generally, what that means is there's not a lot of multiple bid situations. However, there are going to be some of those instances. So what I recommend to you is that you do give me a call so that we can strategize and get yourself ready to go. But you also see your mortgage broker and that you talk to them about getting pre-approved so that you are ready to go and buy at any given time. All right, everyone, that's all I have for you today. If you have any questions about this month's market update from October of 2021, make sure that you put them down into the comments down below and I can answer those for you. But until then, I look forward to seeing you at the next video. Take care.